You know, another interesting thing Ray Everett. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's Rowdy.com Big Three. Three big burning issues in NASCAR racing. Sitting alongside Buck Fever, I am Bassmasters. Jerome Buzz Cutler has today's big burning questions in NASCAR racing.
Issue number one, Hendrick Motorsports has not scored a top 10 in the past 2 races. They've not scored a top 5 in the past 5 races. Is the Hendrick era over?
Buck, put yourself out there, buddy.
It's over.
Wait, I thought you were going to say it wasn't over.
No, it's not over.
Because I was going to say it was over.
It's not. Every single year I say Jimmy Johnson is not going to win it because the odds just they aren't there. But I'm not going to say it. It's not over. Jimmy brings it in the chase.
I think Jimmy's going to bring it in the chase, but I think the era is over. First of all, Hendrick's only going to have most likely 2 cars in the chase. Secondly, it's not about odds. The odds are the same every year. It doesn't matter what you did before. It's how fast are you this year. I've seen enough to say that Jimmy Johnson's not fast enough to win the title. Someone else is going to do it. Of course, he's probably going to make me look like an idiot. But there, I said it. I put myself out there. I said it, and I meant it.
God, you look like an idiot.
Well,
all right, issue number 2. It strikes me that we see the same names involved in these feud-like altercations over and over again. Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski. Are these guys doing themselves a disservice?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Long-running feuds are not a good idea if you're a driver. They're great if you're a fan and makes a lot of fun. And I would quibble a little bit with Kyle Busch. I don't feel like he's very voluble, but I don't feel like he's in as many long-running feuds. But it's interesting that Logano has come up with a couple guys this year, Ryan Newman and Kevin Harvick, and then Brad Keselowski. You got Denny Hamlin, you got Carl Edwards, you got Kyle Busch. I think that sometimes it appears that these guys, hey, they just get in these situations, but Buck, you got to stay out of these situations.
Yeah, Ray Evernham said it himself. He said Brad Keselowski's just got to stop running people this way. He's creating too many feuds. He's not going to finish races as a result. I mean, when you call somebody an ass and that person laps you and then wins all 3 races, you're doing something wrong.
You know, another interesting thing Ray Evernham had to say was that he told Jeff Gordon early in his career, just don't mess with Earnhardt, man. You're going to come out on the short end of that stick. We've got that on the Rowdy podcast.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yes, it is.
All right, issue number 3. Kyle Busch's Bristol sweep, a great accomplishment. I got criticized a little bit in my blog for saying, hey, maybe it wasn't historical in nature. Maybe it wasn't terribly iconic. He's never sniffed around the vicinity of a championship. In sports, how important is a championship? I mean, how meaningful is it that Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl?
Championships are critical. They are. I mean, and that may not be fair, but as David Poole says, fair is where you get funnel cake. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think I agree with you, Buck. There's a difference between being a champion and not. And Kyle Busch can be one of the most talented guys there is, and I think we all agree that he is one of the most talented guys on the circuit. But championships, specifically the 4 that Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon have, or the 7 that Dale Earnhardt and Richard Petty have, those do ultimately measure a guy, even in a team sport, which racing is. There's a difference between Michael Jordan, 7 titles, and LeBron James right now, 0. And until LeBron James gets at least 1, talking about him as the next Michael Jordan.
In fact, you know what? That's what Kyle Busch is.
It's all about potential. Kyle Busch is supremely talented, and I think he can win a championship and may likely win one. But until he wins one, he's not a champion. That is the ultimate distinction in sports. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan. There's a difference there, and the difference is championships.
And that's your Rowdy.com Big 3. If you want to opine, you have a comment, anything to say about what Buck or Bass or even Cutler said, go ahead and put a comment below.
And don't forget to join us at Rowdy.com. A lot of good things coming on the website, plus some great stuff on today's Rowdy podcast from Ray Evernham. And in the next couple days, Buck, we're going to have some exclusive video with Richard Petty and AJ Allmendinger from a little shoot we went to yesterday. So stick around for that in the coming days. We'll see you next time.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.